Welcome to Garden Plants with Jim Putnam. Let's talk Miss Kim Lilac. This is Miss Kim Lilac. This is a Korean lilac, and it doesn't require as much cold in order to flower. And so that's one of the reasons we have it here in Raleigh, North Carolina, Zone 7B. A lot of other lilacs aren't reliable bloomers for us down in the south. This one has a mounding habit with really nice foliage during the season when it's not in bloom, and then has great fall color in cooler climates. The foliage on mine down here in the heat, in the humidity during the summertime, kind of wears it out a little bit, so we don't get a lot of that great fall color on it, but it does get good fall color in cooler climates. And of course, here we are in early spring and it's in full bloom. So ultimately, Miss Kim is going to reach 6 to 8 feet in height, 6 to 8 feet in width, something like that. This one is a little bit over 6 feet in height now. We've limbed it up from underneath so we could underplant it with some other flowering things that are still asleep. We're still here in the early spring. A lot of people say this blooms in late spring. Down here in the south, we get warm enough early, and so it kind of blooms early spring here, and then later as you go into colder areas. This is not a fast-growing plant. This is pretty slow, really. After it flowers, it puts on quite a bit of growth, and then it's just kind of done for the season. Almost all the growth it does is within about 60 days of it finishing flowering. And that's pretty much it. So it's going to take a long time. This one's 20 years old. It's never been pruned hard other than, again, lifting it up from the bottom. So you can see, 6.5 feet in 20 years. It does bloom very early on though, which is great for this particular lilac. I used to root thousands and thousands of cuttings of this plant, and they'd actually bloom on the rooted cuttings in the spring in the house. So they were only this tall and they'd have a little bloom spike on them. So that's one nice thing. You'll get blooms very early on with this plant, even though it's kind of slow growing. Blooms on old wood, and so you don't want to be pruning this one during the winter time at all. And really, it doesn't take all that well to any hard pruning. Any hard pruning I do on this plant from the top down is going to take years for it to reset and get back to this, what it does when it's, completely happy, which is, in full bloom right now. It's just completely covered. So the flower buds on Miss Kim are purple. And when it's just buds before the flower actually opens, you think they're going to be solid purple, but then they're actually white on the inside. So it creates this kind of two-tone purple on the outside of the flower, white in the center of the flower. They're incredibly fragrant. I think that, it's a slightly different fragrance than the French lilacs, but it's a great fragrance nonetheless. A little shorter bloomed, really overall. They're hardy in zone 4 to 8, and placement of it is probably based on what zone you're in. Definitely in zone 4, 5, 6, full sun, no problem. By the time we get down here to zone 7B, we've got this thing in a little bit of afternoon shade. So it's getting good morning sun on it because we need to dry this foliage out. They're susceptible to powdery mildew. Not as susceptible to powdery mildew, though, as other lilacs, much less. And that's one of the reasons it also does well here in the south. But it does still need to dry out in the morning. So we've got full sun on this thing in the morning. We've got good air movement. We've got nothing planted crowding it. So it's getting dried off. So the foliage is looking, clean all summer without any powdery mildew on it. But then in the afternoon, by 3 or 4 o'clock, this thing's actually in the shade. And that's where it would prefer to be down here in the south. So where are we going to use this wonderfully scented flowering shrub that gets 6 to 8 feet? Definitely works great in sort of a mixed border, a mixed screen. It is going to lose its leaves in the wintertime, so it might not be your main, screening piece, in your screen, but it does, even in the wintertime, have a pretty thick overall upright habit. Great on foundations if you've got higher windows or on the corner of a foundation. Great mass planted, so if you had any kind of sloped space where you could put 3 or 5 of these together, when the flowers go off, they're going to be incredibly showy. And then works great in containers. I actually found that these were really easy for me to produce as container plants that were very very showy at retail. A lot of times, a lot of our flowering shrubs, when they start flowering in the container, it just takes too much energy, and they don't put on that big show in a container. This thing actually does quite well in a container, and I think actually has much bigger flower clusters when it's happy in a container. Miss Kim would like to be planted in an area with just average moisture, not an extremely dry area, not an extremely wet area, but it actually does become quite drought tolerant. This one's never gotten any additional water out here. If we do any watering in this front garden, it's back here where we have some annuals and things. This one's been in the ground long enough. It's actually competing with a maple back here, which sends roots all through this garden. Has no problem competing with those maple roots at all. So pruning, you can deadhead these, after they finish flowering. If you want to deadhead them, you can, just cleaning it up. I just let the foliage cover it up, and next year, it puts on the show again. Any kind of severe pruning you do on it's going to set it back some period of time. So this is a plant that you want to put in a space where you're going to be able to allow it to get 6 or 8 feet over the course of 10 or 15 years or whatever it is, so that you're not having to hack on it all the time. It's just, you're going to lose flowers by doing that. We fertilize all of our shrubs once a year with a organic fertilizer. I did it back at the end of February, beginning of March, and that's it. Really doesn't need a whole lot of anything. These are alkaline soil tolerant, neutral to alkaline soil tolerant. There are not a lot of plants that like that. It actually doesn't really like very low pH soils or very acidic soils. Ours is barely acidic here, and it's doing absolutely fantastic. So, anywhere near neutral or slightly alkaline is kind of perfect for this plant. We keep this area mulched, and again, don't really give this area any kind of water whatsoever. You can eventually limb them up and then underplant them with some other things if you want to, or let it stay limbed right down to the ground if you've got space for it. But this is Miss Kim Lilac. This is a Korean lilac that really does quite well in the south, hardy in zone 4 to 8. Thanks for watching.